everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, happy, blessed week so far. I know that everybody out there seems to be massive fans of the workout challenges and the videos that involve a little bit more action, but sometimes I think that tips as far as handling the mental side of things can be just as beneficial, if not more so, than the actual physicality of doing the workout. So I had some stuff that I wanted to go over, a little bit of real talk. Sometimes the reality doesn't necessarily get shared, and I think that there's a lot of things that all of us go through and fight and struggle with, and we think that we're the only ones that function this way, and that's not the case. We're all in this struggle together, trying to figure out how to accomplish what we want and how to stop doing the things that we seem to repeat over and over again that work against us when it comes to fitness as well as the diet portion. So today I'm going to talk about one of the biggest tips for making healthy food choices, and I know people have asked me a lot about how to maintain motivation to eat healthy and eat clean and making the right choices. And so I'm going to talk about the biggest tip that I can give you guys, the thing that I found most effective for myself. It's something that I see all of the time, from clients to friends to family. You see this everywhere and it's not really talked about so much. So it's the simple act of thinking about what you're doing before you do it. Taking just a little moment of time before you make a food choice, whether it be at a restaurant or in your home. Take a little bit of time to stop and think about it. Where is it coming from? Are you genuinely hungry? If you are about to hammer a bag of chips, or you're just dying to eat like a whole sleeve of Oreos, stop and think about it. It's so funny how we make these bad choices, whether it be just eating something really, really unhealthy, or something that might not be that bad, but just eating way too much of it, or worst case scenario, both those things together. And then even though we do it over and over again, we just sit back and go, why did we do that? Why did I make that? Why did I do that again? Why did I eat that? And you feel so down about yourself, but yet we'll turn around sometimes even in the same day and do it again. And just stopping to take a moment, and so not only tapping into how you feel when you make bad choices, but tapping into how you feel when you've made a really great choice and when you've taken the time to make something really healthful and something that's really nutrient dense and something that gives you back something for the calories. You not only end up feeling really good physically because you fueled your body with something that allows it to work at its most efficient, but you feel better mentally and emotionally too when you know that you've had the self-control to make good decisions for yourself. That's one of the best feelings. When have you ever felt bad about yourself when you made a really healthful choice and ate something really healthy? Never. You feel great later and you're so proud of yourself after the meal that you've made a good choice. On the other side of that, when have you ever felt really great when you've hammered 6 cookies? Never. You feel awful and you always ask yourself why you did that, but yet we do it again and again. We continue to make these bad choices. Stop and think. Stop and think about it. You'd be amazed how the majority of the time, if you simply stop and think about it, you make a different choice and you feel good about yourself, and then it's a snowball effect. It's feeling good that you made a good healthy choice, and then it feels even better when you go to the gym, not only physically because you feel stronger, but mentally you know you're already on a roll and you keep it going. And it's just a matter of the law of inertia. Just keep it going, keep it going. And when you continue to make those good choices, it gets easier and easier and easier. So something else that I would like to hit on that I find is more common in women. We tend to do this more than I see guys do it. Guys, if you do it too, you just don't talk about it as much. But females, I know, do this. And It's instead of stopping and thinking about the choices that we're making if we're about to eat something really unhealthy, or we're at a restaurant and we're either eating way too much or making a choice that is not at all in line with what a healthy diet would be. Instead of thinking about why you should or shouldn't eat that, or why you should choose something else, you sit there and make up excuses or modifications that you're going to make in the near future that are going to somehow negate this bad decision that you're going to make. So usually females will come up with something that looks a little bit like this if you were to think out loud. I'm going to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and get in an extra workout before I go to work, and then do the second workout too. I'm not going to eat anything but salads for lunch all week long. I'm going to do squats while I eat the salad. I'm just not going to eat breakfast tomorrow, and then it makes it okay that I'm eating the amount of 2 meals right now. Instead of running 3 miles, I think I'm going to run 8. I'm going to do that liquid diet, the cabbage soup one. I'm going to go to the boot camp, and then after I'm going to stay and do that spin class too. When do those choices, when it comes time to actually follow through with these brilliant plans that you've come up with, ever actually seem feasible or seem like a good idea when it comes time to follow through? Like 0.00 never % of the time. It never works out, and then you've not only failed in the original moment and made a bad choice, but you've also failed on this modification that was supposed to wipe out the bad decision, and then it's just a double fail and you feel even worse, and it gets you on this negative guilt cycle that some women stay on it just continually. They do something, they feel guilty, they try to make up for it, whether it be something like, one of the most common is skipping meals altogether, and then your blood sugar plummets, you're irritated and angry, and then you want to go eat your feelings by chowing down on something that you wouldn't have normally eaten. And then you feel guilty about that, so you try to make up for it, and that doesn't work out. And it's just this horrible cycle of guilt and shame and just feeling bad about yourself and the decisions that you're making. And you can have that same kind of cyclical effect, but in a positive manner. And it's just about getting on the right foot. And let's face it, we're all humans, and we all make bad decisions sometimes, and we all eat things that are maybe not the most healthful. It happens, that's life. But keep yourself from getting on that negative cycle. Just start fresh. Don't try to make up for it by doing anything extreme. If you're going to be taking the time to think about these decisions, and it's usually in a negative way afterwards, why not take that time on the front end to think about the decision that you're about to make, and the majority of the time you can instead make a really great decision. To give you guys a little preview to a future video that I'm going to be doing pertaining to the subject of alcohol, I honestly feel that the detrimental effects of alcohol when it comes to the diet usually doesn't pertain to the actual calories in the alcohol. Usually it's because people drink enough alcohol where it kind of numbs that part of your brain that allows you to contemplate the fact that you're perhaps about to eat enough food for 4 people. So it's not necessarily the calories in the alcohol, it's the calories in the choices that you make because of the alcohol. And so I hope you guys have gotten something helpful out of this, and that you can utilize this simple tip of just stopping and thinking, and you notice it making a difference in the decisions that you make. I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy, healthy week, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Please continue to subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and also continue to give me feedback and comments and messages, because it keeps me on track with what you guys want to see. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.